So last night, so we're just talking.
Okay.
Last night I was up till like 4 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
And as shamans, we work, we intercede with all the spirit world from the other side and this side. We're the, I would say, the ambassadors to the spirit world on the other side and this side. And so we go in between both places.
Okay.
Sometimes they want to, you have downloads where spirit wants to contact you and give you information. You have no idea why they're giving you this information sometimes if you can't connect. So my thing last night, I walked into astral travel. So I was in a place that looked like Michigan, but I guess it was a zoo or some kind of place, and I walked off of it. Oh, it's a zoo, and I didn't like that the animals were behind something. Mm-hmm. So I walked out of it and found this nature place and actually ended up in a cave with some lions, a mother and four cubs. And I was like, startled because I was hiking a little bit, kind of like getting away from the crowd. And I was like, oh my God, I hope she doesn't attack me. She was just staring at me and the cubs were, and I kind of like backed off a bit and got out of the cave. And then I could feel their presence there. I got out of there quick. So it just tells me today when I was speaking to you and you're like, my name's Kat. And I go, oh, okay. So it was just telling me you were coming. Mm-hmm. And so with the cubs. So do you have children?
I have 2 children.
Okay.
One is with me, the other one's on their own, yes.
Yes. Is that the girl who's on her own?
Yes.
Yeah. So the boy's with you?
Yes.
And you guys he's really close to you.
Yes, we have a very unusual relationship. We're extremely close.
He is your brother in a past life. And he is your son in this life. And he's very protective of you.
Yes.
You can't shake him loose.
No.
And wherever you go, he goes.
Yes.
And it's just that team thing. And he's... so there's this contract that you guys have together. And so he wants to be there to fulfill that with you and completing what he needs to do for you as you have done for him in another life. Okay? So understand this thing about pushing these kids out that's something man has made up.
Yeah.
We don't do that back in the days before BC or AD. Yeah. You just lived with your family. And if that person got married, then they of course would go into their own domain. But it would still be maybe 2 houses or cottage down. You're still in a group community. This thing about, oh, you're older, you need to do your thing, and this thing doesn't mean that he's not mature.
Yeah.
Okay? So don't think of that, and tell him that too, because he thinks that too. Okay? Who just had a birthday? One of your kids? Or is it your relative that has passed over?
My godmother just had a birthday on March 13th.
Okay, and she is passed over?
No, but she's pretty sick.
Okay. She's really sick.
Yes.
Is this with cancer?
Yes.
Yeah, she's in between both worlds. And you know that, don't you? You know that.
I do know that.
And you're there for her. Have you gone to see her?
I have not, but I've been thinking about her a lot lately.
Okay.
Because I could tell that she was, just by looking at pictures, I could tell she was really, really sick.
Okay. So they're saying to me to tell you to, you can send her loving energy. So the moments that you were thinking about her, you were sending her love. Okay? I had to hold your hand because you're a healer. And I had to feel it. It told me to get up and hold your hands. Let me look at your fingers. And oh my goodness. Yes. So you're connected to the goddesses of Avalon. You've helped people along the way. you've just been so kind. So you're a light worker, and then there's green on the outside of you. So this has to do with healing energy work. So that's why I said you can send that love. You don't have to be there. You can just think of her and send her love, healing love, through your thoughts.
Oh.
Okay?
Okay.
And so this happens every time she pops up, because every time she pops up in your mind, she's thinking about you. And then you're going to send back to her, I'm thinking about you too, and she's going to get it.
Okay.
Okay?
Good. Very good.
And the angels help you to do that. So the angels that are coming forward right now for you are Gabriel, the healing angel. He's healing. People don't realize that she's healing. She's healing. Angels are androgynous, but she comes in a female form. Gabrielle comes in a female form. Okay. So now it tells me to back up a little bit. Okay. So this birth certificate that you had, was that given to you by your adopted parents?
When I was born, I had no medical records. Nothing, no knowledge about my birth parents.
Mm-hmm.
My parents received a birth record card,
Mm-hmm.
because they were told that they were not allowed to give me a birth certificate. I lost that birth record card when I moved out here.
Mm-hmm.
And so I had to contact the state of Florida to get my birth certificate with my adopted parents' names on.
Mm-hmm.
So it was the state of California, but that was also after, or
Mm-hmm.
state of Florida, also after I was told, when I contacted the adoption agency, going, well, all those records burnt. So
yes,
it's kind of a mess.
Yes. The reason why you went through all of what you have, you were fighting from the time that you've come into this life. Mm-hmm. And I want you to recognize that I see you, and that you went through all of that adversity of trying to find your beingness of who you are.
Yeah.
You see what I mean? It doesn't matter who your parents are.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know this now. It doesn't matter, because you know what? You have a higher source that is your mother and your father.
Yes.
Right? And that's the greatest mother and father, I would think, you know? I say this to you because you have now realized that with all this information not being given to you, or you can't find it, you found out that it really doesn't matter. Because, you know, all of this time, you have been finding out who you are.
Yes.
It's not about the DNA of the parent. It's about how you are showing up, who you are truly within yourself. Your mother and father had to find that out for themselves too.
Yes.
Before we leave this earth, that's what we're here for. To find out our strengths, our limitations, who we are truly, what our purpose is. Mm-hmm. I say this to you because I want you to get you off the hook of having that suspense of who my parents are and what they did and all of these other things. I'll tell you right now, they're spiritually with you. Your mother and your father, and your grandparents, on both sides. And let me just tell you this. Your mother did this out of love for you.
Yeah, that much I do know.
It was something that she had to do to protect you. And she's saying that basically it was something that she could not give you. But she wanted you to be in a safe environment, and for her to carry you all the way meant that she loved you.
Yeah.
You understand that?
I tried to not let anything on, because there's a lot of what I would classify as kind of odd things about me that a lot of people don't know. Yahya was spot on with a lot of them. I really, really enjoyed it. You know, you never know what you're gonna get when you get different types of readings or whatever. But this one, I actually felt like there was a definite connection.
So the angels came in and gave her the. I'm just a conduit. I'm just used as a funnel. I'm a funnel through which the information flows through. So I don't take any credit for it. It's just I'm just a tool, and so invertedly I get these. Messages being able to intercede with these other with the higher dimension and the lower dimension. I'm the bridge in between both worlds. I would say in overall it was a good reading. It just gave her confirmation of what she already knew, and that she needs to carry on with faith, optimism, gratitude. Because with gratitude, you know, when you have gratitude, the universe loves gratitude. It provides more for you, you know? So, yeah, it was a great reading, and it's just, I'm just so blessed to do this work, and it makes me so happy, you know? It's just, yeah, it's just like my work rises up to me.